Check 1 2. Hello, hello. Check. Check. There we go. Alright, welcome back to Outer Worlds. Let's go ahead and continue our game. Really quiet all of a sudden now. Let's get rid of those tags. Take those tags. Okay. There we go. Okay, hello. Alright, now I gotta remember what we were doing yesterday. Map. Back there. What is... vending machine. Okay, that's all that is. Journal. Alright, engineer. Find the 3 volumes. I gotta find the last volume here. Give it to him. Finish that, and then we'll head on out. Hello there, whoever you are. Feel free to say hello in chat. Welcome to the stream. Shoot, I don't remember where... That's not... I'm trying to look at that one. Community Center... Third volume. Bother reading the second one. Survey. That doesn't help me. I'm not understanding what it's saying about the second copy. Okay, that was the third one. Second one must be cannery. Oh, I gotta look for it in the cannery, don't I? Opens. Logs. Left hand sever. Jeez. What? Costs you money to get injured. Yeah, that sounds totally fair. Okay. Let's talk to you.
Huh?
You don't care. Okay. It's food. That's a vending machine, though. What do you got? Armor 4. Ordnance armor. Level 10. 280. Yeah, might as well buy it. Idiot. Yeah, might as well. Why can't I buy these? Cannot purchase. This is restricted stock. How do I get access to restricted stock? Not that it matters, because I don't have enough for that. That I do, though. I don't know what restricted stock means. That doesn't help. Okay, well. Why do I feel like it's that one? Don't mind me, just taking weapon mods, it's fine. You didn't need those anyway, did you? Okay. Absolutely nothing in here. Literally nothing. Okay. That's the wrong button.
That was a good thing you did, Captain. Helping to bring the deserters and Edgewater folks back together. I hope you rest well on that.
I will rest well on that. I wanted to talk to you about where your dad worked, but okay. Ow! How will I ever heal? Not what I was trying to... What are you? How is it? The best you can afford. That doesn't sound like helpful. Sorry, not helpful. That's the wrong word. Spacer's choice. The best you can afford. That just sounds like we're as good as you're gonna get. We're not great, but we're here, aren't we? Sprats. No meat? What if... No, I don't need to. Maybe I do. Who knows? Maybe I take both. Why not? Can't hurt. Can't hurt to take both. Right? Right? No, I won't do that. Oh wait, it's not a thing for me to open, that is. It's just a bin. I'm just gonna take it. No one's looking, right? Hard. See the book from in there? Can I get to the book from in here? Is there another way around? Didn't look like it. Let's find another way. Oh, yeah, here we go. Plain old cannery workers. No names. Just cannery worker. Okay. Not on the table. There's no one questioning the fact that I have... Okay. Personal files. Hey, continue. Theodore buried last night. Reed asked me not to report his death in the to the quarterlies. Sounds certain to me. Was asked to prepare a statement or something to the other workers. Been thinking about it. Don't know what to tell him. Don't annoy Theodore. Do your work. Show up. Wear a smile, and you'll get medical privileges. It's a start. Goodness gracious. Hey, Walker. Please don't tell me he knows exactly where everything is at every single moment. He does. Okay. Ah, there it is. I got what I wanted. I'm leaving, I swear. Oh, you know what? Journal. Go. Oh, you trying to tell me he still hasn't come back? Yeah, region. Why is he not back here yet? Okay. Let's gravel. You're still over here. Got the third one for you. You willing to come back now?
I'm glad Adelaide's coming back to town with us. With Reed gone, we're gonna need her leadership. No kidding! Really? Well, which one? Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself. That's a complete set. All 3 parts. I'm gonna be the greatest engineer Halcyon's ever seen. Aside from you, Ms. Parvati. I swear, I'll do you proud.
I'm glad we could help, Thomas.
I've been saving something for you. Just a little contraption I found.
What?
Should fit right into your outfit.
Electrocharged surface.
What's on your mind?
Then you may. Okay, I've already talked to you about everything. Possibly can. Oh yeah, I forgot I had to. Okay. Let's actually look at what he was talking about. Ooh, okay. Right. Anything else I need to do here? I got nothing as far as I know. Okay. Return to the unreliable. Let's just fast travel there. I feel like. Right. Didn't know I could fast travel to it at first. That's not where I meant to fast travel to. There we go. Oops. Alright. I am thoroughly enjoying this game.
Is this your
yeah.
ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking feeling.
Oh.
Well, it's kind of you to say that. And you're right. I wasn't happy.
Nope.
I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves for my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing.
Sold already.
And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think? Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
I got a captain. Oh wait. What's up with my armor? Why does it say it's not there? Maybe it was saying it was there. Why is that only... Wait. Oh, retrofitted versus overhauled. Okay, I see. That's the wrong button. No.
Well,
You.
I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room.
Unreliable. Change that, please. Oh.
Captain, I have detected. What can I do for you, Captain? Do you know how to install a power regulator? Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our
Good.
engine room is located behind you, across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
And to talk to you to do that?
Yeah, huh?
Yeah, huh?
What can I do for you, Captain? All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am
Yep,
prepared to
as
bring
they
the
should be.
Unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Let's get out of here. That does not look promising. All odds, the Unreliable takes flight.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the Unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you. Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Culkelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay. Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it. Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Culkelly. In theory, I suppose you could land your ship in Cascadia, and in theory, I suppose you might survive the experience. Cascadia is utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures, more than capable of tearing you limb from limb. You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain for incipient signs of insanity. Trust me, talk to Gladys Culkelly. Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters. Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Not do that. Use the workbench. The tinker. Oh, repair. Done actually. Gone. Okay. You have 1200. Okay. That's 20. Back. It was fun. That was better armored than it was. Oh, dude, there. Alright. Oh, I haven't. I did not know this is here. It's just surgery. That. To do with the holographic crowd thing. Messages from Bradford or Bedford. Read messages. Archive messages. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, okay. Bedford. Lost Hope is a bar SM. I found it. I'm found it again. Logs. Frank Ray. Remember. I'm sure I did apologize for shouting at him 5 times, but Architect, it's just sitting there. Neglected and gathering dust, I should have commandeered it and taken equipment when he said it wasn't ready, and that even if it were, he couldn't insure it to someone like me. What does that even mean? Blah blah blah. Exactly. Work with the black market merchants on the Groundbreaker in Fallbrook. Okay, wrong one again. You have to phone dialing. Answer things. Don't need other armor. Well, what is it? I'll hold on to that and that. Oh, wait, I have that. Where did I get that from? I don't remember grabbing that. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Let's move on. Get to move on in just a minute. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Where do I need to go? I'm here. Need to go there. Can't go there. Let's go there, I guess. Okay, way to do that.
Reached the groundbreaker.
Got a sec? Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson? I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff. Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
It's time for you to leave. realized I don't know if Vicar has a weapon. Oh, he does. Okay. So you have a light machine gun. Oh, you get another. Fine aim. Oh, I don't have any for you. I do have one for you, however. Okay. I see. Do that just because that helps me a lot. Text targets, the companions when explicitly told to. It's over. I see. Okay.
Captain. Hey, Captain. I'm in space. I never thought I'd be able to say that. Something you need?
Apparently not.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers. Customs and inspection, right this way.
Identification, please. Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably.
What's the date today? What it? The second. Um. I'm sure tell me what time the save was at. Let's go here. Okay, not gonna do that. I don't feel like dealing with. Hold on. Okay.
Captain. Hey, Captain.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Customs and inspection, right? Identification, please. You've got a ship, but you've never visited Groundbreaker. You must have just dusted off from one of those dirt side outposts.
Sure did. And now we're in space.
Well, welcome to Groundbreaker. I'm sorry to tell you this, but I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your
Okay,
ship
so
will
it
be
doesn't matter.
impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Okay, so it doesn't
Now,
matter what I
hold on,
pick.
This isn't the end of the world. Probably. You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it. Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important. You take the starch out of him, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way,
Okay,
would you
so
mind
this
doing
guy,
me a favor?
bad guy, he's just doing his job.
Want
Sure.
the door set over in sickbay? Tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it. A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she started yelling. Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with? You noticed, huh?
Noticed.
They can't abide an independent township, especially not one they gotta depend on. We're the first and last stop out of this colony. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top in manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them. It's a delicate balance, right? We could cancel their freighters' docking privileges in retaliation, but where'd that lead us? They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The board wouldn't do that. Would they?
The board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their prerogative to overrun you. But whether you allow that is up to you.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we make do all right. So far, anyway. Yep, Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing bays. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year. Sure thing. Be seeing you.
That's all I care about. That's Gladys.
I picked
That's
up this
Edom.
signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Let's. Nope.
Here we go again.
Journal.
No
We'll
one
take care of
lives
that
on
first.
Monarch. It's a wasteland. You're hearing things.
Try not to
Whoa,
get distracted
cool.
by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
Are you listening to me, Emperor? You can't keep me out of there.
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain? If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service. He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate. I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
Totally separate side quest. Reroll. Breaker. Use this on his weapon. Do. Oh, wait. It is. Finish his weapon. Oh, I can go get his weapon now. My ship, is it? It's pointing at my ship, okay. In that case, oh. We'll go over there first.
Ooh, you ain't renting upstairs room?
Nope, you're not who I was coming to. What? Oh, that's why. Well, I might as well talk to Gladys since I'm here.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient, or an oven. Just like store-bought. Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, yeah. I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits,
I just spent all my
an
bits.
Opportunity you'd be interested in.
10,000 bits.
Well,
let's talk about this
I
opportunity.
a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms... Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago. Can't say I know for sure. Maybe it never really was.
Sounds like someone poking into somewhere they shouldn't be got into a spot of trouble.
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone had to have sent that distress call manually.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board from sniffing around. You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs. Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done.
What? It's not Gladys.
I've got a lovely little throw pillow. Just something I toss together. Like to keep my hands busy.
Oh. That's a lot of damage. Battered data pad. Okay, well. Go journal. Oh, not that one. Edna. Not Edna. Julie. That's her name. I thought that was the same name for some reason. Oh well.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy.
Thought there'd be more machinery. Must be housed on a sub-level.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors. I heard we had someone in impound. Wish I could help. I gave the bureaucrats a motive authority over freight traffic, and it rankles them good when I challenge it. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting. Ain't that always the way? So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through. Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei.
Powder like
Chief
that?
Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if... Well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Right. In person. Sure thing, Captain. Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry. Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention. You're right, I don't. The board is after 2 things, bits and power, and they only get it by sticking their nose where it doesn't belong. I placate them when I have something to offer, but I can also be a real hard-ass. It'd be a joy if I could kick out the corporate merchants and reclaim the docking fees in my lifetime. Too much of Groundbreaker's income is flowing in the wrong direction. I'd like to see that change. You've got my attention. Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship. Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner. They want us to sweat, thinking that'll soften me up for a bad faith deal. If you'll excuse me, they can go fuck themselves. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone aboard, will be cooked alive. We'd be grateful for your assistance. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays. Sorry, I forget not everyone knows this ship like I do. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now. Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
Can we talk? Captain, if I could trouble you for a moment of your time, while we're on the Groundbreaker, I may have an idea for how we could find a translator. I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakonu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him. That's a good question. Fortunately, we're in the perfect place to start. This is where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures. Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain, secular skills during my years serving a particular penitentiary flock. I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and taught myself a bit about computronic security systems. I'll comb the last 6 months of departure manifest to track the Philosophist's off-world destination. Thank you, Captain.
Speeds are important.
This is Halcyon News.
Let's see. On that. This one stays on the ship, so.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Before I get too far into this. Armor. I hadn't upgraded you yet. The back phase and hope we don't get killed.
Who the? Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the... Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames. It's nothing personal. Promise.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
Speaking for myself, Captain, I am not of a mind to be murdered by a psychopath who plays with fire.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out, but only room for one captain. You stumbled into my court without an invitation, neighbor from above. If you don't have any business, then it's time to light up the grill. No one turns their back on me while I'm holding court. Get 'em, boys!
Incoming!
gracious. Try that again, I guess. Down and avoid the fire, apparently. Okay. Ah! Don't lag. Don't do that. You're a single player game.
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king. Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill.
Yeah.
Is this what...
You came with the...
Here they come!
Oh, no!
Dude. Okay, I think that... Oh, I have the... I feel dumb. I feel really dumb. Forget that I have the slow time ability. I haven't used it at all, other than on accident.
Hey, McRed,
Let's say again.
were you expecting any company?
A neighbor...
What are you getting knocked down for? Go up a little bit. Let's steal all your guys' stuff because you're all gone anyway. About stealing these guys' stuff. They tried to kill me anyway. That reload.
Did everyone get branded when they joined McRed's crew?
Your house is a priceless canvas now that it's home to an original
We got another complaint. People don't like worms in their shrooms.
Aw, they're just tilling the soil.
Here they come!
Oh, we'll go this way.
Bullshit. Wake up. There's no such thing as pizza. It's all open-faced pasta.
You've been getting into the boss's special stash again, haven't you?
Here we go.
Don't mess with me. That's the last of them.
Here they come! Look at us!
You take your clothes. I'm sorry.
Fantastic, we got them. Now we can move on to cleaner pastures.
I don't know if that's going to start up today.
Masses would turn their noses up at this place, or cut them off.
Give this back to her.
This is Halcyon News.
You've returned, and in one piece. Color me impressed. Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight mantipillar infestation.
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't got a thing to worry about. I mean, aside from fires and such.
I'm genuinely heartened to hear that. Thank you.
Hey, Mr. Vicker. Do you ever get a little bit homesick for Edgewater? For that ocean stink?
No, I do not.
You're supposed to say yes. You're gonna have to explain why.
Good news, Phone Health Security Mechanicals booted up and killed a bunch of pennies. Bad news, diagnostic
See here.
That's the last of them!
That's the terminal. I have the parts in position on my side. Go ahead and cycle the droplet pumps. And if you don't know what that means, look for a command center. Cycle droplet pumps.
I'm gonna go down the other way.
Done. The temperatures are dropping. Stop by once you found your way out of there.
Step lightly, Miss Holcomb.
I'm not winded. Honest. My, boot was untied.
Would hate for you to get left behind, or architect forbid, become lost.
This is Halcyon News. We direct the regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Tossball finals are scheduled to air soon, but a scandal has rocked the league and thrown this pivotal game into question.
What do you think you're doing? Just keep your fingers to your own self, okay? My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds.
Ooh.
I was doing some
Okay.
maintenance on the radiators and found this lying around. You look
So
like
loud.
you need it more than I do. Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranty, so I have the pleasure of making life or death decisions on a shoestring budget. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a way that anyone outside the family would understand. Sure is. The Tennysons came over on the Groundbreaker. My grandmother, Chief Gayan, kept it together during the crossing and until she died. I was promoted only recently, when my mom died. Then I took the leap from chief engineer to captain.
They must have been amazing people to have taught you all you know, I mean, which is a lot.
That means a lot coming from a fellow engineer. Appreciate it. There wasn't much that took me by surprise about the job, but the little things you never expect or think about, they add up over time. Maybe you can see why I'm protective of Groundbreaker. This ship is family. It's got tinkerings and bypasses that only Tennysons know about. You see any bite-sized Tennyson children running around? I didn't think so. The next captain won't have my heritage. I'll have to foster that talent from somewhere. It's only a question of when.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I'm really just a dab hand with a wrench. Nothing special. Not like a chief engineer.
Don't sell yourself short. It doesn't take a seasoned pro to tinker on Groundbreaker. Just someone who knows how a ship ought to feel. We're always thirsting for help. If you could find your way around this labyrinth of ducts and panels, we could work something out. You've got my attention.
This is Halcyon.
Oh, the energy cells.
We
Okay.
interrupt your...
Go back to Byzantium, you...
Ah, the board.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. He must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer? Oh no, this My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped? Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have. He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he? Ah, that's just like him. Such a sentimental man. Tell me, how did he die? You're quite right, of course. Best not to pry into such dismal things. Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all? That's... well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with? It's personal business, I'm afraid. Miserably, terribly personal.
Yeah, but it can't hear you. I think. No, it can.
Information on the whereabouts of Phineas Wells would go a long way. Well, it's my white whale, I suppose. It's fine. Really, it's perfectly fine. I understand. Now, if you've nothing else, please see yourself out. I'd like to drown myself in work. Be my guest. Ask away.
Oh. Get away from this terminal. Why do I need to go see Gladys? Alright. Extract signal from the heritage. That's all.
I had a question about your...
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew I mean, the Scholar. Shipped in and out with.
I could spend hours reflecting on the secret workings of the universe. So... Yes, well, now that... By verity, by strength. What are we contemplating today?
That fucking heck easier.
Great work.
There it is. Now that we have the data cartridge, I can finally find out where that scholar I'm looking for ended up. Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook, rented to the same bit card he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authorities? I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in contemplation of the universe's secrets, you...
This is the simple truth.
Hey, you got a second? Hey, we don't know each other yet, but I'm Felix Millstone. I was in the middle of a little discussion with the local authorities when you passed me by. I noticed your ship in port. Got to thinking you might be looking for some crew, so I wandered by, just to take a closer look. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me. Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired. Oh, okay. Well, can you give me a couple of pointers? Hey, that's good advice. I like the way you think, boss. Besides, not like there's a line of folks standing around hoping to get on your ship. I'm persistent, I'm eager, and I'm showing initiative. What else do you want in your crew? Sure, an interview. That sounds fair. I mean, first time for everything, right? Ask me anything you like. Foreman told me my biggest problem was that I didn't take orders. I told him my problem is not with authority, it's with jackasses. So yeah, I guess my biggest flaw is that I don't suffer idiots. Hope that's not a deal breaker. I had this foreman, right? Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting. That's when I broadsided him with a tossball stick. Yeah. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation. Are you kidding? I love a good fight. One time, I took an autoloader's head clean off its servos with one swing of a tossball stick. You can count on me in a scrap, boss. That's a promise. Wow. You don't... Thanks, boss. You're not gonna regret this. I'll just gather my personals and meet you on board.
Really? We're picking up strays now?
Look at that. A real vicar. I'm sure we'll get along like a church on fire.
We'll see if I regret that.
Back for a rest? Space adventuring is tiring work. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? Yes, Captain. Beginning playback now.
There's viscera and death everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. The unemployed. For law's sake, if anyone's receiving this, please send help. What? No! No, no, no!
Captain, we are now capable of accessing the Roseway landing pad. Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez, and Orson Shaw. Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear? As you wish, Captain. I must comply with all direct orders. Goodbye. We're now in orbit above Roseway, Captain.
Alright, well, I think that's where I'm going to leave it off here. We will see you in the next episode of this game of Outer Worlds. Peace.